All right, everyone. It's 2 o'clock. We're going to call the November 3rd, 2025 Board of Adjustment to order. First, let me go through a kind of a series of rules and guidelines that we have to follow, and then we'll call for a roll call and proceed with the approval of the agenda. First, let me ask that if you have a cell phone, electronic device, you turn it on silent or off so we don't have a disturbance during the meeting, including our board members. That as you come to the podium, your name and address. If there's more than one of you come to the podium, we're going to ask for name and address for each that has a statement. And if you have handouts, I would ask that you provide those to staff so that we can disseminate those before we really get going, so we don't have to stop and wait for everything to be distributed. And okay, with that, I should mention that you direct your statements to the board, not to others in the audience, or not to an applicant if you're in opposition, or ask questions of anyone other than directing them to the board. If you, as you come to the podium, you get a 5-minute opportunity to speak. At the 4-minute time period, there'll be a notice with a bell or a chime that lets you know that your time is soon to expire if you'll kind of wrap it up. I do have the luxury of extending your time if I feel that we've interrupted you with questions or some other reason I feel I need to extend that time period. There'll be allowed 4 people in support of an application and 4 in opposition. I don't think, based on the those in attendance, that we'll have that problem today. And then once we complete both sets of statements or comments, then the applicant can have a 2-minute opportunity for rebuttal if they have to address any comments. And then we'll conclude our public hearing on that application. And then the board will deliberate and make a decision. If you have questions regarding the board's decision, then you would call 251-208-5895, which is the planning department, and they will assist with any additional information. And let's see here. If an application is to be held over for a future meeting, the applicant will need to make that motion, or the board can make a motion to do so if we feel we need to. Only the applicant can make the request to withdraw if there's an applicant that wants to withdraw at some point, either at the start or at the end of the discussion. And let's see here. It takes 5 members to affirm a motion, either in support or in denial of an application. And, well, in support of an application, I should say. And it appears we have 7 members present. We have a supernumerary. And once I call roll call, then we can proceed. And I think that covers most of the issues associated with voting and the rules. So starting with the roll call, Mr. Metcalf? Here. Mr. Golden? Here. Mr. Milling? Mr. Petway? Here. Mr. Morris? Here. Ms. Farrell?
Here.
Mr. Atchison's not present. He's a supernumerary. Mr. Williams?
Here.
Supernumerary. Supernumeraries vote in the absence of any of the normal voting members if we have to recuse ourselves or in the event we're absent. So we have all 7 present, plus we have the supernumerary. So I think we have a quorum, and therefore we can proceed. So I'll solicit a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
I have a motion to approve the agenda. Do I have a second? I have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Reminder to our board members to turn your mics on when you make a motion or to affirm a motion. All right, and the agenda is approved as presented, so we're going to start in order of 6699, 4585, 4969, which is regarding 6710 Old Shell Road. The applicant will come to the podium, please. Is that mic on? Your voice carries, but they can't hear you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Guest. Michael Bentley on behalf of American Tower Corporation, the applicant. This application, first, I want to thank the board for holding it over at the last meeting, the October meeting. There was internal confusion at American Tower about who was going to present, and I apologize for that, but appreciate you taking that action. This application involves the extension of a wireless tower on Old Shell Road near the southwest edge of the University of South Alabama. I was going to ask the board to vote to approve it today. In the holdover period, we've determined that we need to revise or amend the variance request because it turns out that there is a residential property, Ivy Row at University of South Alabama, within the 255-foot buffer length that we need for residential properties. So, and I would invite certainly the planning staff to comment on that as well, but we are going to ask the board to let us hold over this application, submit a revised application, and ask you to act on the revised application.
Okay.
What the applicant has said is correct. Staff actually was aware just earlier today, actually, about the additional variance that was needed, and so we reached out to the applicant and let them know. So we would ask that y'all hold it over for a month so we can re-advertise it with the additional variance that's requested, and then we can hear it next month.
Okay. And I asked staff prior to the meeting if we have propagation maps to show this justification, which I didn't find in the application documents we have. So if you could send those prior to the meeting, where you have existing towers in the area and, coverage.
We'll do that. Thank you.
Okay. Any questions of the board for the applicant? Okay. Did we have any public comments on this before I call for a vote?
No, sir, we do not.
Okay. Thank you. Do we have anyone in the audience who was in support or opposition today? All right. Thank you. So the applicant's requesting a holdover. 30 days. Is that sufficient?
Yes. From our standpoint, that would be sufficient.
Okay. Staff?
That would be fine. That would put it at the December 1st meeting.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. With that, Chair, entertain a motion at the applicant's request for a holdover, 30 days.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to hold it over for 30 days.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, motion carries. Held over 30 days. Okay, moving along, application 6631, 563, 375 regarding 1720 Spring Hill Avenue. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Warren Robinson. I'm with Victor Stein Company. Our address is 5000 Whitworth Road, Mobile, 36619.
Okay, and this is a variance to allow one freestanding sign and one freestanding off-premise sign and 12 wall signs in the B3. You want to tell us why we should consider it?
Well, this was actually approved in December, at the December meeting, and we are requesting an extension due to the fact that this project requires Spire to move a gas line on the property there at the infirmary. And they're planning, designing, engineering, and then submitting the permits to AlDOT for approval because part of it's in the right-of-way of Spring Hill Avenue, which is actually a U.S. highway, has not been completed yet. They have the project designed and engineered, and they have the permits applied for. They just have not received approval for the permits yet. We have the sign built sitting in our shop. We're just waiting on them to get their ducks in a row.
How long for an extension?
I would assume that we would need at least 6 months because once the permits are pulled, then they'll have to muster their resources and actually get the job done prior to us moving in to put the sign in. I'd say a minimum of 6 months.
Okay. Marie, you have a comment?
We have not received any public comments for this application. Staff is in agreement with the applicant. You know, their hands are tied with Spire and the utilities work that needs to be done there.
Okay, and just knowing the fact that it's a utility, is 6 months sufficient? We were wondering whether it should be more than that.
It's possible that I may be standing here in 5.5 months asking for this again. So if we could go 12 months, that would be probably help us out.
Yeah, I think probably more appropriate.
That would be
Okay.
great.
All right, any questions of the board for the applicant's rep?
So the request now for 12 months extension?
Okay, and anyone in the audience either in support or opposition? All right, that'll conclude the public hearing regarding this application. Applicant's requesting a 12-month extension, and Chair would ask for a motion.
Motion to approve, 12-month extension.
Okay, I have a motion to approve 12 months extension. Do I have a second?
I second.
I have a second. Further discussion? All those in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, motion carries. Thank you. All right, application 6706, 2719, 1908, 1571 regarding 4125 Moffett Road. Your name and address, sir?
Hayden Oliver, Ryko Signs, 3345 Halls Mill Road.
And this is for a sign variance to allow one freestanding on-premise sign and one freestanding off-premise sign and 12 wall signs.
Yes, sir. And to show the scope of the work, I'd like to run through the entire signage that's going to be listed on this work, those that need a variance and those that are within the current ordinance. Sign A, let you click through. Sign A is a pylon sign that will require a tenant panel. This will be needed for future tenants of this building, as they will also require signage indicating where they're currently located. Sign B is within the current ordinance. That is a pylon sign to be double-faced. That is perpendicular to Moffett Road as well. Sign C is within ordinance as well. This is a storefront illuminated channel letters. Sign D is a variance that'll need to be requested. This will be the back entrance of the building. Signify there's dual entrances, one in the back and one in the front. That will also be requested. Sign E is within the ordinance. It's an illuminated sign on the side of the building. It matches the branding and uniformity of the Wawa brand. Sign F is also a variance required. These are currently being shown as wall signs. These are more of art. There's no Wawa branding. It's just art that's going to match the uniformity and Wawa brand, but there's nothing signifying this says Wawa or branding of Wawa itself. Sign G are spanners. Due to the topographical hardship of the location of the building, the non-illuminated spanners are needed so the building can be displayed when traveling both north and south of Wolf Ridge Road. The current signage of the former business where sign B is proposed is unable to be read due to the natural topography while traveling on Wolf Ridge Road. Sign type G will allow drivers to identify the building accurately while traveling both north and south on Wolf Ridge Road.
Okay, questions of the board for the applicant? What is the J? Is that all the pumps?
Yes, J are pump indicators, so those were not included, but just, will be required as well to indicate the pumps for the service attendant and also for the patrons of the building.
Okay, I have one question. I've got to get back to it here. Sign F that's on the, I guess, would be, I'm thinking so the pumps are on the north side of the property?
Yes, they are.
So that would be the west profile. Sign F, what does it direct? Because it's facing,
Sign F is the wall art shown on the above. This is basically just going to match the branding. It's not going to say Wawa. It's not going to demonstrate anything. I would not consider these to be signage, but more of art. This is considered wall art. It's just going to show food. It's going to show they're built to order, drinks as well. This is just considered, this should be considered art rather than signage, as it's not directing or demonstrating Wawa to any customers or patrons.
okay, once again, any questions of the board for the applicant?
I've got a question.
Yes.
The sign A that says future tenants,
Yes.
future tenants of their additional pad site, is that what that is for, or what's the?
Yes, the future tenants will be to the tenants, also on the property as well, to the pad site.
Bless you.
Obviously they'll need and be in accordance with the pylon sign when they do begin the residency. And so Wawa would like to request having 2 pylon signs, one for their tenant that will move in shortly. So instead of having, the current sign, have this additional signage as well, that will also just include their tenant sign that will be required later for their future tenant.
All right, so real quick, just so we've got the Wawa on the corner and then out parcel, the one that's 1.45 acres. That pylon sign would serve that site as well?
Yes, the one at the top left that you're looking
Yeah,
at.
okay. Is that the only out parcel?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, any further questions? All right. Do we, proceed.
Was a ALDOT outdoor advertisement permit required?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, please?
Was a ALDOT ODA outside that? Outdoor advertisement permit, was it required?
I do not believe so.
Okay.
Okay, any additional questions? Was there any,
I have
yes,
one for staff. I'm sorry, real quick. On the other Wawas that have been developed so far, have there been this number of variance requests? I don't remember.
So yes, generally speaking, most of the Wawas that have been brought to us have requested a comparable number of signs to this. However, the board has not always approved all of those. In the staff report, towards the end of the planning notes, just above the variance considerations, there is a couple of paragraphs about the other Wawa
Thank you.
locations and the signage
Yeah.
that they were allowed.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate it.
all right, did we have any public comment regarding the application?
We have not, no, sir.
Okay. All right, do we have anyone in the audience either in support or opposition today who would like to speak? All right. Once again, before we allow the applicant to sit down, do we have any further questions? This is a lot of signs, so there's a lot to take in.
I understand. Scope of the work.
All right, that'll conclude our public hearing regarding this application. We're looking at one freestanding on-premise sign, one freestanding off-premise sign, and 12 wall signs in the B3 area. I think Jeremy brought up a good point, that A sign with the off partial, I'm not too sure about. Sir, you can have a seat.
Oh, thank you.
I think that applicant can come in at a later time but I'll defer to the board. Any other comments? What did we exclude last time, Marie? Without me sorting through all the minutes.
The most recent Wawa that was before the board was granted 2 freestanding signs and 3 wall signs of their choice.
Okay. And if I remember right, they were on intersecting roads, like Cottage Hill and
Cottage
Cody.
Hill and
and-
Demetropolis.
Right,
And then the one at Schillinger and Old Government also has a sign variance
right.
as
So
well.
whereas this one's on primarily just one street.
At Moffett and Wolf Ridge.
Yeah, but it's not on the corner of Wolf Ridge. It's on the opposite
It is
side.
on the corner.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. I see. All right. Chair, entertain a motion?
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to allow 3 wall signs and 2 freestanding, just to maintain consistency with what we've done in the past,
Okay.
subject to findings of fact.
All right. I have a motion with conditions. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Do I have a second? Any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries with the conditions. Did you get the conditions for record, Victoria? Okay. All right, application 6707, 1959, regarding 1615 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
You might
Dr.
have to pull that mic up. There you
keep
go.
telling y'all I'm 6'1". Yeah, y'all can just oh my. Hi.
Thank you. Your
Dr.
name and
Sharon
address.
Ingram, HH Business Service, Gavis. I'm here on behalf of Mercy Chippenega.
Okay, and we're asking for a convenience store in the R1 Single Family Residential Urban District, and that's not normally allowed. You want to tell us why we should be considerate?
Because it was a convenience store gas station there previously. That's what it was.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
is the reason because it's been vacant for too long of a time, staff?
Yes, sir. It was granted non-conforming status, but that use has been abandoned, and so the applicant has had to request the use variance to allow it to go
And
back
so that's
into.
been, what, more than a year?
It's been vacant for, I believe, almost 10 years.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay. But my understanding, you're trying to utilize an existing building, structure, parking, everything's pretty much the same,
Yes, sir.
other than maybe refreshing the striping and, okay. Any questions of the board for the applicant?
Dr. Ingram, is the building currently, is it habitable at all, or is it in pretty bad shape?
Yes, they've brought it up to code and everything. They've done a lot of work in there.
So they've already
Mhm.
renovated it,
Yes.
but have they opened?
No, not
Okay.
officially, no.
Okay, do we have any public comments regarding this application?
No, sir.
Okay. Anyone in the audience, either in support or opposition, that would like to speak at this time? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, just looking at site information, what we've received, there's really nothing in this area, so I suspect this would be welcome to have some resource like that in that residential area. And if it was pre-existing, despite the non-conforming status, that might be beneficial. All right. Chair, entertain a motion.
Move for approval, Mr. Chair.
Have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, variance is approved. Application 6708 regarding 4100 Ridgelawn Drive. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm Frank Lott, 4100 Ridgelawn Drive. This is applications for my personal house. It's a corner lot, and so by the UDC, it's two front yard setbacks. This is to build a brick wall along with what is my side yard, 6.5 foot tall brick wall, which the code only allows 3 foot. I think that's right, and then it's about 17 feet, 17 and 17.5 feet off the curb. It matches other walls along Ridgelawn Drive East that are currently there. This will start at the edge of my house and go back to the northeast corner.
Okay.
And for the record, too, I've spoken to all the immediate neighbors and some that are close enough by about my plans, and have support from all of them.
And it is 17 foot.
Correct. Yeah.
And 25 is the restriction, so you're like within 8, I guess.
I'm sorry, I couldn't.
I was just trying to figure out how much you're on.
How much I'm needing, yeah.
All right. Any questions of the board? All right, do we have public comment?
We received several comments of support, and they're all on your iPads.
Right, okay, thank you. All right, do we have anyone in the audience, either in support or opposition today? All right, thank you. Once again, any questions of the board for the applicant? All right, thank you. That concludes our public hearing regarding the application. I think I remember a few of these other variances from previous meetings for the same area. With that, Chair, entertain a motion.
Motion to approve, Mr. Chair.
Do I have a motion to approve? Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second? Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, variance is approved as requested. Application 6, which is 6709, 6042, 6031, 5764 for 3201 Airport Boulevard. You're back again. Name and address.
Yes, sir. Hayden Oliver, Verico Signs, 3345 Halls Mill Road. Foot Locker's proposed signage is an update to the previous signage they currently had in the mall. The space they currently occupy has 2 entrances. The former signage that had a Foot Locker and a House of Hoops by Foot Locker. The new signage will be decreasing in both square footage, and they'll be losing one of the Foot Locker signs at their entrance by also replacing it with a new logo of a referee. Other companies and other stores within the mall have multiple signages for multiple entrances, such as K Jewelers, Zales, and even directly across the way from Foot Locker as Reese Jewelers as well.
So this is a decrease in the coverage?
It's a decrease in the square footage of signage, as well as an update to their old branding to their new branding.
Okay. All right. Questions of the board? All right. I suspect no public hearing on this one, or public comments, but,
There were no comments.
all right. Anyone in the audience, either in support or opposition? Okay, we have none for the record. And once again, any questions of the board? All right, thank you. That concludes our public hearing regarding the application. Just the fact that it's a decrease in the coverage, and I think that's not necessarily a bad thing. Chair, entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
I have a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second? Any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. All right. Application 7, which is 6710, regarding 5201 Washington Boulevard.
The last time, I swear. This is from Mount Ararat Church. They would like to
Name and address each time.
Hayden Oliver, Ryko Signs, 3345 Halls Mill Road. This is a current update to the signage that Mount Ararat Church has. They'd like to update to provide a double-faced message center to update their church from what they've previously had. They've been in the community for 77 years. This will improve both the look of the church as well as the surrounding community by updating the current look of the sign. Church will be able to display their events via the message center, as these events will also support and better the surrounding community.
And the sign is on Washington Boulevard out by the street. So you're within that 300-foot buffer, correct?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
I'm counting, it looks like you've got 3 or 4 residents within that, maybe 4, within that setback. Is that correct, Marie or Bert?
There are several residents within the 300-foot buffer area.
I'm looking at
Looks like
those that are on
four, I
the,
can see it.
those that are in direct side of it. Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere you can place it on that site you wouldn't have that 300-foot issue.
And the subject site itself is zoned residentially, so in order to have a digital sign regardless, they would have to have a variance.
Okay. All right, questions of the board for the applicant? Okay, do we have any public comment regarding this application?
No, sir, we do not.
Okay. Anyone in the audience either in support or opposition today? All right. That'll conclude our public hearing regarding the application. Discussion of the board?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
seems like this one may be a little bit different from what we've done before.
Okay.
I said, this looks like it may be a little different than the other ones that we've done before for churches. In that, what I always look at is not necessarily the residentially zoned, but, but the dwellings themselves, if they're occupied and used for residential purposes. I think you've got 3 here, 2 on the north, and then 1 on the east side that would potentially could be impacted by it. But just personally, I think that, and it's only 28 inches tall. So during the day, I don't think it would be an issue, but I would be concerned for the neighbors if this sign were ever illuminated at night after official sunset.
Okay. That's a good point. Any other comments? Yeah, I would be concerned if the board should have considered this, that it would be an issue after hours as well.
Yeah. Is that something that, sir, can you come back down?
Sorry, yes.
Is that something that you can accommodate?
Absolutely, the sign can be made dimmable at night, to help ease.
Dimmable or off?
Whichever the board would prefer. It could be made dimmable or off as well at night.
Yeah, I would personally prefer it be off.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions for the applicant?
Is
All
this a refacing of an existing sign? Is this sign already there?
Sign is already there. This will be an update, a retrofit of the previous existing signage.
Is that sign lit as well?
I believe so, but it does not have a message center.
Okay.
So it's not a digital that,
The current sign is not a digital. The proposed sign will be digital. That will have a message center that can, switch between different messages, and also as well as be made dimmable or off at night. But the current signage does not. Doesn't have a message center. No.
okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Any other comments of the board? All right. Chair entertain a motion with the comments in consideration.
Mr. Chairman, given the circumstances that I mentioned moments ago, and in order to, when we start doing these things like this, I do, precedent is something that I do think about. So given this circumstance, I would recommend for, move for approval, subject to the condition that the sign be off after official sunset.
Okay, a motion with condition. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
And chair votes to oppose, to deny, but the motion carries. Variance is approved with the condition. All right. Application 8, which is 6711 regarding 7675 Cottage Hill Road. This is for a special exception approved, allow business college technical and a B1. You've come to the podium. Okay, thank you.
My name is Dustin Britton, and I'm here on behalf of Element 3 Engineering and the owners. We are at 3938 Government Boulevard, Suite number 104. And we're requesting a special exemption for the use for a ultrasound institute, for them to be able to teach the use of the ultrasound equipment to students. And I can answer on behalf of anything if y'all have any further questions. There won't be any additional construction. It's move-in ready other than this special exemption.
All right, so starting with parking ratio. Looks like a ratio of 4 per classroom or office, 1 per 150 square feet. So are we within that requirement, staff, on parking?
Information was not specifically provided about the number of classrooms. However, it does appear that they will comply.
Okay. Maximum of 20 students and 2 instructors. Do you have any of that information?
That's the maximum at the moment. Based off of square footage, we meet I think it's seating area per 150 square feet, and we have that amount of parking on site.
Okay,
So
all right.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
is it for both buildings?
no, just for the one that's on the not the smaller one, but the bigger one.
The one that's set back further?
Yes, yeah, further from the road.
And what's in the other one?
It is I guess I'll refer to the owner on that. I'm not 100%.
I think I saw something that said real estate office.
It might be real
I believe it's
estate.
a real estate office.
Okay. It says realty office on both of them. So this is a conversion of,
This is-
of the other building to, for this educational use?
Yes, sir.
Do we have an idea on the hours of operation?
It would just be normal 8 to 5. They won't have any, I mean, they won't have anything past that. It's just typical school hours.
So it's not evening class work where they'll have,
Oh, no, they won't be there till like 8 o'clock now. It'll be strictly 8 to 5 normal school hours.
okay. All right, any other questions of the board for the applicant? Did we have any public comment regarding this one?
We did not, no, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. Anyone in the audience, either in support or opposition? Okay, we have none for the record. Discussion of the board? I think the only thing about this is it went from a realty office to, I think, a little bit more intense business operation for the classroom. But if the hours are Monday through Friday and more or less day hours, it may not be that much of a impact to the adjacent neighbors. But it does back up to a residential on 2 sides. All right. Comments of the board? All right. Chair, entertain a motion. Can we
Motion to
restrict it?
approve?
Before you do,
Oh.
Mr. Metcalf, can we restrict the hours and
Sure.
the days of operation?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're,
Yes, sir. If you'd like to put those in the conditions, you absolutely can.
okay.
Yes, restate my motion to approve with condition that, that the business will only be operated during normal business hours, during the week.
All right. I have a motion with conditions. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. And just for the record, Mr. Williams recused himself as supernumerary, and we had still a quorum, and we're able to approve the motion as presented. Before we proceed on that one, for staff and for the record, the motion was subject to all the requirements of special exception conditions, the findings of fact and such, and with the second as well. Okay. All right, we're on number 9, which is 6712, 6643, 6468 regarding 4519 Cypress Business Park Drive.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I'm Alan Reamer. My company is Alan Reamer LLC. I am the project designer for the subject project, the daycare. We're asking for a variance to amend the previously approved variance to operate the daycare in a B5.
All right, you want to tell us what we're amending or why?
We, our client has need of adding a new building, and which is shown on the site plan. And we had previous approval, but the building was located on the existing parking lot. So at her request, she wanted to move the building behind the existing building. The large building there, which is labeled existing building, is currently a daycare and been in operation for, I think, 3 years, almost 3 years. So this is an extension to our business. And everything else is approved, passed. We just need to renew or extend the variance.
So the proposed this is a new addition, but the existing will remain in operation?
Yes.
Okay. And does the parking and all the ratio, does that still work for staff?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any questions of the board for the applicant? All right. Anyone in opposition or in support would like to speak today? All right. We have none for the record, and we had no public comment as well.
That is correct.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Comments of the board?
Is this the same size building? I mean, it's just moving from north to west, I guess, behind it.
That is correct.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
thanks.
Okay. Chair, entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve, subject to findings of fact.
Second.
I have a second. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. All right. And application 6713 regarding 5344 US Highway 90 West.
My name is Orrin Robinson. I'm with Victor Sign Company, 5000 Whitworth Road, Mobile, 36619. We are seeking a variance to allow a second wall sign at a recently built Chipotle Mexican grill in the Tillman's Corner area. Right there, kind of at the corner of Highway 90 and Range Line Road, the Nevius side of it, the former location of Gentleman's Club, the candy store that was torn down. And this is part of the ongoing revitalization and redevelopment of the Tillman's Corner area. I know if you've been out there recently, there are a lot of new things going on out there, and this is one of them. This site is being developed as a multi-tenant site, and the Chipotle in this situation is only allowed one wall sign, but we're asking for a variance for a second wall sign to be placed on the south side of the building to allow people traveling north on Highway 90. I know most people think Highway 90 is east and west, but it actually runs north and south right there, and to have visibility from that side. The Chipotle will have an adjacent, the second tenant has a common wall, and it runs to the north, so there will be no signage available on that side of the building. And hopefully this will help direct folks in off of the little service road there and from Highway 90 as well.
You know, I travel this intersection quite a bit. It's very busy through there. And as you described it, plus you have that access road that
Right.
comes around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mr. Metcalf's going to recuse himself on this one. So Mr. Williams, we'll definitely include you on the vote on this one. All right. Conditions of or questions, I should say, of the board? And I guess the freestanding sign that's out near Highway 90.
There's one, a multi-tenant sign to allow signage for the tenants there. Chipotle will be on that. So they will have their one freestanding sign, and they're asking for a second wall sign.
Okay, the freestanding sign, if it's multi-tenant, based on proximity to the corner, do you don't think they'll be needing a sign out closer to the corner for the other tenants?
I'm not sure I quite understand that.
Well, if you head east on 90, as you get towards the corner of that development,
Right.
it seems like a monument sign would be more prominent there than the freestanding sign that's on this site that you're proposing for a multi-tenant.
Right. This is the developer's idea. That's where they wanted it. And we have actually already permitted and installed the multi-tenant sign. And it is further, it's a little further past the building toward the, I guess that would be the east, or actually to the north. So it's closer to the corner, but it's on this same parcel. If you got any further towards towards Mobile, to the north there, you'd actually be off the parcel. So this parcel is only going to contain 2 tenants.
Okay.
There is more development maybe in the works, and I haven't seen any designs for it, but there is more property from this parcel up toward Nevius Road there and towards the intersection. But this parcel is going to contain just 2 tenants.
Okay, all right. That addresses my question. All right, any other questions of the board for the applicant's rep? Okay, any public comment on this one as well?
No, sir.
All right, anyone in the audience, either in support or opposition?
Mr. Yes.
Oh, Mr. Petway, please.
Okay, gotcha. Appreciate that. Just for clarification, the tenant sign, is that along US Highway 90?
It is.
Okay.
It's to the north side of the property and closest to the service road. There's a little service road runs between Highway 90 and the parcel. And it makes that curve where Mr. Guest is talking about further to the north, where there will eventually be more, I'm assuming more development because it's all been cleaned off and it's ready to go. But yes, sir, it is at the north, I guess that would be the northeast side of the property, kind of at that corner of this property in Highway 90.
Okay, all right. Were you able to reach out to AlDOT, or do y'all have a AlDOT permit?
We did not have to have an AlDOT permit because this is not placed in the right of way. It meets all the requirements of being on the property.
Okay, great.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
All right, any other questions of the board? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
That'll conclude our public hearing regarding the application. Chair, entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I'm going to make a motion to deny just because I'm not sure I see the hardship here.
Okay, any particular or just the entire package?
I mean, the extra wall sign.
Okay. So I have a motion to deny based on the extra wall sign. Do I have a second? Okay, the motion fails. All right. Once again, Chair, entertain a motion.
No.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve, subject to findings of fact.
Okay, I have a motion to approve, subject to findings of fact. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Opposed.
Have 1 opposed and 6 in support. Motion carries. Thank you. All right, application 11, which is 6714 regarding 6900 Cobblestone Way North.
Good afternoon. Nora Jordan, and I'm with Hometown Contractors at 4567 East Patriot Boulevard.
All right, and this is allow construction of a screen porch within the 25-foot setback in an R3 and would require, let's see here,
To reduce the setback.
correct. I'm just reading the rest of the staff's comments. All right. Any questions of the board for the applicant? Give us a second to look at the staff
Yes, sir.
records here. Now, there's a wall around this property, right?
There's already a brick wall, yes, sir.
Yeah.
That has 2 entrances sides.
Staff, is there a utility easement through this area?
No, sir, there is not one recorded.
Okay. All right, any questions of the board for the applicant? What's the dimensions of the screen porch?
It is 12.6 by 12.3, so a little over 144 square foot.
On a concrete patio, is the patio already there?
We're putting a new, there is some concrete there, but we're putting a new pad.
Okay. All right. Do we have any public comment regarding this one?
No, sir, we do not.
Okay. All right, do we have anyone in the audience either in support or opposition today that has anything to add? All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Chair, entertain a motion.
I motion to approve with conditions.
Okay, and you say
Condition of facts and findings.
I didn't hear that.
Condition with the facts and findings.
Findings of fact. And do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second? Any further discussion? All those in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, variance is approved. Thank you. All right, application 12, 6715 regarding 3244 Dolphin Street. And thank you for waiting through all this.
Hello, I'm Isabel Alvarez. I'm representing CPH 1031 Suite C, West 23rd Street, Panama City, Florida. And we are requesting to withdraw our application due to still working with the shopping center owners regarding the available land and options to improve the store as well. But we do plan on reaching back out to the city once all of those discussions are complete.
Okay, well, we appreciate you waiting through all this today. All right, with that, there's no reason for the board to vote because you're withdrawing the application. There's what, 6 months minimum requirement before they could reapply if that should be the case?
It's 6 months if they make the same application, but if there are substantial changes, then they can submit sooner than that.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day. All right, we have minutes from April 7th, 2025, May 5th, 2025, and June 2025, or June 2nd, I should say, 2025, for the board to consider. They were sent out. Was there any corrections to the minutes as provided? All right, with that, motion to approve.
Motion to approve, Mr. Chair.
All right, I have a motion to approve the minutes as presented. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, motion, minutes are approved as presented. Do we have any business, and I know you're filling in, did you have any? Yeah, we appreciate you being here today. And we have a new member, if you haven't introduced yourself, to Mr. Petway, please do, and we welcome you to the meeting. You do have something to say, I guess.
Marie is reminding me, the application that came before the board for the comforter, heater, and air.
We're having a hard
I
time.
can't hear you.
The comforter, heater, and air application that in February, it's in litigation. It's pending in front of Judge York. Judge York has asked us to submit to him conditions that Marie provided about if a use variance was granted and how it could be in compliance for his review to determine whether or not he will grant the use variance after having a trial 2 months ago.
Okay, thank you.
And who are you?
I'm Emma Hope.
Emma Hope?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm
thank
one
you.
of Doug's associates, so
Yeah, thank you again.
thank you.
Yep. And please, once again, introduce yourself to Mr. Petway. We welcome you to the board. And I think that's it for today. We'll conclude our Board of Adjustment. See you next month.